Alright. I gotta do something before I can, properly start the stream, which, should be started at this point. I would imagine, anyways. Oh, it should be showing up any second. Okay, there. Now, I have to keep the chat open on my phone, because I know this game has bad UI. I didn't want to have to do things this way, but I don't have a second monitor. So welcome everybody to Factorio, the Warptorio mod. I'm gonna click play so I can be heard a little easier over all of the things happening. So I like Factorio quite a bit. I mean, I'm doing a modded playthrough, so I've already found a warp chest, a loot chest. Okay, that's convenient. I don't know what's in it. We're on time this time. Hello, yeah. Turn the game down? Okay. That's what I was afraid was gonna happen. I'm just gonna set this to 50 then. So you may have heard that I don't have two monitors, and this game has really small UI, even when it's full screened. And there, to my knowledge, is no real fix for that. So I have my phone sitting on the side, and that's how I'm reading chat. Everything is blurry. That's probably because I'm zoomed out so much. Is it better now that I'm zoomed in? I gotta sit here and pick up all this scrap anyways. So, if it's better when I'm zoomed in, that's good. It is all pixel art, technically. If I zoom in really well, all the way, you'll see that it's... The chat is, too. Wait. Why is that happening? That's not right. Hold on, let me... This is real weird. What happens if I do this? Is that less blurry? That's kind of still looks blurry even on my end. Your end is fine? It might be, if it's on auto quality, that might be having an effect. But also, even on OBS, it does look, the chat looks slightly blurry. The game, I know why the UI looks blurry. It's because it's reducing the resolution from a higher resolution. And OBS is doing weird things to compensate. Just got the ability to craft upgrades in Subnautica. Nice! I really shouldn't be sitting still with my game unpaused. So, for those that don't know, Factorio is a game about crash landing on a planet and building a factory so you can launch a ship and get off the planet you're on. And also, you got two time capsules next to each other. Cool. Oh wait, is this sand? It's sand. That's why it's so blurry. Okay. But also, while you make your factory, you create pollution, which the native wildlife doesn't like too much. And so you have to fend them off with guns and turrets. And usually you have to take out a bunch of their hives because they'll spread, but Warptorio changes a few things. First of all, we're automatically producing so much pollution that they're always going to notice our existence. There's no getting around that. And second of all, after so much time, we automatically are forced to warp. I get 3 iron chests. Yeah, don't mind if I do. It's free loot. I'm gonna need those later. So the first thing I want to do, I'm trying to remember what's best for Warptorio. Probably, technically mining production would be pretty nice, but I think I desperately want automation. So yeah, you have to research stuff to get upgrades for better stuff, and I'm going to want to use wind turbines for power because I'm using a power mod. And if they work the way I think they're going to work, they're going to be my best power supply for this playthrough. The other thing I need to research is gun turret, followed by the mining production after that. Now I do have to craft science, and I need to grab a bunch of fish, because fish is how I restore HP if I get injured fast. I do recover HP over time, slowly. But fish recover a bunch of HP all at once. In fact, I want them in my hotbar. Where's my warp platform? So I do have a... oh, here's the coal. Good. I start with a single burning mining drill, which requires fuel to use. And I want to make another one. What am I missing? 1 iron plate. Great. I'll just throw down a furnace, mine 1 iron ore, throw in the iron plate and the wooden log, because I'm going to need an abundance of this stuff. For now, I'm just going to mine these rocks. They'll give me coal, which is a much better fuel source than wood. That one didn't have any coal in it. These do, though. I'll take these. I will probably have to abandon a bunch of rocks, because I'm not going to need them for a while. And it's probably going to be more important. Well, I mean, I actually do need them to make furnaces, don't I? Okay. Now, the neat thing about mines is, for those who are unaware, they have an output, and you can put the output into another mine, if it's a burning mining drill, and they'll fuel themselves indefinitely until they are full. So there's my coal setup. I need to make... I'll make 10 furnaces, and I'll just start mining iron. Get as much of it as I can. Now I want a... I know I can get multiple floors, and a lower floor will protect me from the biters, because the biters can't get inside and under normal circumstances. I might accidentally let some in at some point, but that's a problem that I'll resolve in the future if it happens. For right now, I need to make a bunch of burner miner drills, because I'm not producing any electricity, so there'd be no point in making electrical ones. Which I'm going to just get probably 50 iron, and then I'll go start getting copper, because I'm going to need copper too. I don't actually know... I don't know why it says research finished equals infinity. I haven't finished any research. Maybe that's why. Maybe it doesn't want to display 0. Weird. But yeah, I think that I should have tier 1 wind turbines. They aren't very good, but it's better than needing to pipe water from a really far distance all the way to my platform. Yeah, I got No, these take a lot of stuff to make. That's unfortunate. It's not what I wanted to see. Okay. I'll just try to get 50 copper. Bit of stream lag? Yeah, that's probably because of the rain. Where can I find Cyclops engine fragments? I think they're in the mushroom forest. I think. I might be thinking of the bridge and hole fragments, though. It might also, there might be some in the mountains, but I know you probably want to avoid the mountains because of all the reapers. It says infinity because that is the time until your current selected research is finished. Since you have no labs, it will be infinity from now until it finishes. Oh, okay. So until I start actually doing research, it's just gonna assume. Good to know. A single lab being powered by, stuff is not gonna be fun. Because I don't think that the wind turbines actually produce enough power for a bunch of automation machines. Mushroom Force is the original hole fragments? Okay. Trying to think. Like I said, there should be some in the mountains, but I imagine you don't want to go to the mountains. I don't need nearly as much copper as I do iron for these things. There might be some in some of the blood kelp forests as well. Well, I don't know if they're blood kelp forests, but there might be some in there. But both the ones you can go to have different potential threats. One just straight up has a ghost leviathan in it, and the other, I don't know if it's supposed to have a bunch of warpers, but in my playthrough it sure did. That might have just been a death run thing, though. So yeah, right now I'm just, mining away all my hopes and dreams, I guess. This is life. Just sitting there, slamming a pickaxe that never breaks into the ground to bring iron out of it. This is my life now. It'll change in the future, that's for sure. So, the warp platform that I spawned on will leave this planet, and if I'm not on it when it warps, it's gonna leave me behind. And that's something that I need to avoid at all costs. That is the lose condition of this run. I can die and just respawn, but if that thing leaves without me, that's it, that's the game. Warpers freaking terrify you? Yeah. I have found, like, when I did my vanilla playthrough, they weren't that threatening to me. Death Run instilled a fear in me of those things that I didn't know was possible, to be completely honest with you. It's also a part of why I'm like, I never want to do Death Run again, because that was a lot. Okay, and now I want to... gotta remember that I have even distribution, so I can control click to put stuff away. And not threatening to me. Oh, you're kinda new? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense then. I was assuming you have already played through the game once or twice. For whatever reason. Even though that should have been obvious that that wasn't the case. That's my bad. That makes a lot more sense now. Because the first few interactions I had with those things, I acted like they were Leviathans when they're really not. I'm just sitting here waiting. I am going to... Actually, wait, yeah, what does it take to make a lab? I should make a lab before I make anything else. And I need wood for the electrical pole, of course. I'll chop a few trees then. I'm gonna open up the map. Oh yeah, it's turned a nice bright red on the map. That's all that pollution. Pollution cloud. If I turn it off, here's what it normally looks like. That'll be fun. Hey, my copper's done. Nice. Iron is almost done too. Cool. I almost wonder if I should just make as many stone furnaces as I can, but I'm thinking I should hold off on that. I will eventually need bricks after all. Also, yeah, I do have smaller solar panels I could be using. Which... and come back with a thermo knife and stasis rifle, yeah. Okay, so rusty wind turbine, it produces 38 kilowatts and takes a 2x2 space. Or I could produce 18.5, but it's 2x1. Technically... I think they, like, give the same amount of power for the same amount of space. But the flat solar panel, which takes steel and the twin solar panel, takes 2x2 space and produces 52 kilowatts, so it would be the best. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have access to steel for a while. And I have 5 minutes before I have to just warp. So I'm going to go ahead and make the lab, which is going to take a little bit. And I was going to use wind turbines, although I don't... So my plan was to use these underground inside the Warptorio factory on the lower floors. But I don't know if it will reduce power output like I think it does with solar panels. Although with solar panels it reduces it by half, and they're not usually producing half the time anyways because of nighttime. I'm gonna pick everything up and head back to my warp platform. I can barely see myself. I look tiny on the screen now. I'm gonna zoom back in. Okay. So I do have... Right, I have a extended vanilla mining drills, which makes them a little different. I think. I've never really messed with this mod, so I don't exactly know what it's gonna do. Recipe is the same, so I assume for the most part they're the same. It might just be a research thing that gets added. How many hits does it take to kill a Reaper with a Reaper Leviathan with a thermo knife and stasis rifle? Oh, I don't remember this off the top of my head. Let me go look up the Reaper Leviathan health again real quick. Because I know how much damage the Thermoblade does. So 5,000 divided by 40. It takes 125 hits with the Thermoblade to kill a Reaper Leviathan. And if you spam it, you can technically do 30 hits per stasis per full charge, but I don't recommend that because The stasis goes away very shortly after that, and you have to hit a specific part of the Reaper Leviathan's body. So I would stick to just 25 or 27 swings, and make sure you have somewhere you can go to breathe after you kill it. It'll take like 5 rounds of the stasis rifle. You need to basically kill a Reaper to get the prawn. That's unfortunate. That just is, yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than that's really unfortunate. I need steel, and to get steel I need logistic science packs. So pretty much I'm currently locked behind, hey, go get some science. I'll make the wind turbine and 2 of the twin solar panels. I'll probably move to the flat solar panels for a while. At least until I go underground, and I'll get better wind turbines, I believe. And, oh hey, yeah, the furnace stacker thing. I don't need that, though, unfortunately. But once I get to the... where is it? Ah, here it is. Wind turbines 2. I'll be able to... it takes engine units. It would take engine units. That makes that a lot more painful. And wind turbines 3 take a wind turbine. Of course they do. Advanced circuits. I guess 4 takes, electric engine units. That's actually awful. Okay. So, wind turbines 2 might be worth my time. Actually, maybe not. It's beginning to look more like solar panels are going to be my main power source through this run. Great. I'm going to warp now, and you'll hear the warp noise that it makes each time you warp to a new zone. And on the bottom left, I have text pop up. This world reminds you of home. Yeah, that's super important for me to pay attention to. Now I need a single electrical pole. I don't want to make the labs yet. What am I missing? It's both copper and iron that I'm missing. Wonderful. I don't even think I can make... I can't even make an electric mining drill. I'm going to set up these burner drills on this coal. You need to hit it, like, in its head. At the front of its body. Otherwise, you won't be able to stasis it. Which is really annoying. You can, like, get behind it and hit the head from behind, too, but it's tricky because it's so fast. The best way to do it is to aim at its face as it's charging at you. It's pretty intense, too, because if you time it wrong, you're probably gonna be Reaper food. All in all, it's a pretty rough time. Also, yeah, so the warp platform will automatically warp every 20 minutes. There's research I can get to make that take longer. I feel like I got lucky because no bugs attacked me on that first platform. Or my mining drills. They'd probably go for the mining drills, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna try to get 30 iron ore, and then I'm gonna put them all into furnaces and try to cook that up. Which that'll be pretty helpful. And while that's happening, I'm gonna go get more of the copper that I need. So I need a lot of it. More than I would like. Right now I just need, in fact, I'm going to... cliffs are already in the way. I'm gonna cook the copper there so I can at least get automation researched. It isn't much, but it's better than not researching it. On my minimap I saw the copper in that upper left and I thought it was red dots. I was like, oh no, there's... oh, well... that ain't good. Stuff's getting destroyed. No, stop. That's all my iron that I just mined. Okay, it's all gone. I'm just gonna pick up everything else then. If they're already attacking, I probably should just leave. They got a little confused there. And now they don't know what to attack. Correction, they found out what to attack. They're attacking me. Stop it. And if there was anything there, which I don't think there was, yeah. Okay. Now all I can do is mine. Now, since I have no buildings, I don't think they'll come after me. I think that's how this works. Also, I probably should have this in 1, that way I can hit 1 on the keyboard to eat fish. So I guess I'm just gonna get a bunch of ore. Yeah, this is fun. Man. I should have known things would happen like this. First, the RimWorld playthrough falls apart on the first stream. Now this. What are like... are the Subnautica gods upset that I'm not doing more Subnautica? Because that's what it's starting to feel like. Oh man. I need to play games that... well no, even this game has fish. I haven't actually escaped fish. I was gonna say, I need to play a game where I'm not surrounded by fish all the time, but I'm always going to need fish in this game. Because that's how I heal, for the most part. I can never escape the fish. I mean, other than... I think RimWorld doesn't have fish. I don't think. The one benefit to this is I do need an absurd amount of iron. So, like, it doesn't hurt to get it. You can confirm that RimWorld has 0 fish. Cool. Well, I assume there's a mod for it. But I was hoping to avoid... created the first automation science pack 23 minutes in. That's not... normally you make that within like the first 5 minutes, I think. So, yeah, I'm definitely... There's mods for everything. You would think that, but like... I was looking for mods for this that would add upgrades to science labs that might make them just better, because there's a lot of insanely expensive science in this mod. And I wanted better labs, but there's no better lab mod. I couldn't find one. And words cannot express how upset I am about that. Normally you don't need better labs, because normally you don't encounter really expensive science unless you're doing late game stuff. I'm not doing late game stuff, but I'm going to encounter really expensive science. In fact, I'll probably need to start stockpiling automation science the moment that I can. Because that's the stuff that's the most expensive. RimWorlds is genuinely the only game you can think of that has a mod for Anything you can think of, pretty much? Huh. Interesting. There are actually, like, quite a few games like that, where, oh, you think of something? Yep, the game has it as a mod. Man, it really sucks that iron ore only stacks to 50 when the plates stack to 100. It's really annoying. Well, I will live. I don't think I can place down the 3 iron chests I got for free at the start, because I think that they will get destroyed by the biters. They'll get targeted and then just destroyed. And then I would have to fight them, and I really don't want to fight them. So I haven't placed any buildings so far. The instant I warp, though, I need to, more or less put down the labs and the power production for the lab. I said labs like I have more than one. There's also mods that shouldn't exist. That also doesn't surprise me. Oh. I know in Subnautica there's mods that, like, I'm pretty sure they add things to the void. Also, you didn't escape from the Subnautica. Yeah, I've noticed. I've escaped playing it for now. That's what I wanted. Was not to have to keep playing it, because I don't want to get burnt out. That was my biggest concern, and I was starting to get burnt out because of Death Run taking so long. That's why I was like, I have to play something different, because I'm just gonna end up miserable if I keep playing this game repeatedly. Because, after almost 7 years work, or not 7 years, 3 days, 72 hours is 3 days, and I was really close to hitting that mark in that playthrough. I needed a break, desperately. This run will also probably have a similar total playtime, just because of, how crazy Warptorio is with the science prices. It has a separate win condition from build a rocket ship and get to space. That's not my win condition in this. My win condition is... it's a research... pretty far down in the tree. Where is it? Warptorio Homeworld allows you to settle a planet. And it takes 5,000 of each science. And that is the end goal for Warptorio. And that white science is space science. You only get that by launching satellites. I think you only get like 100 per. But eventually I'll be able to just permanently stay on one location until I want to warp away, which will make things a lot easier. Also, I might be able to launch a rocket on the lower floors. As weird as that sounds, I don't know if I can. I'm going to try. Like, there's no reason for me not to try, so I'm going to try. Also, I'm beginning to think maybe I should research gun turrets first, since I had stuff immediately destroyed. And automation next, so I can immediately start making bullets automatically and fueling turrets. Which they will run out, unfortunately. Because after I start staying at places for longer, the biters will evolve and be too difficult for normal bullets to kill. I got a lot of iron, though. In fact, I should probably swap over to getting copper. After I see the iron ore hit 250, that's what I'm gonna do, I think. Oh, look at that, autosave. Nice. Because 250 iron ore means I could just have 5 furnaces going, cooking iron. Oh man, this is probably not fun to watch. I imagine that right now anyone watching would rather just be listening, which is fine. I'm fine being background noise. Oh man. Now, time to mine copper. Yeah, I need a bunch of this still. Because copper plates are required for all the science I'm gonna need. Hooray for that. And I'm gonna need a lot. So much science. Considering science gets consumed as you use it for research, I'm gonna be... Aw, man. I'm not gonna do the really crazy thing that me and my brother decided to do when we both tried to play this, where, oh hey, we want this upgrade, so let's just sit underground and handcraft thousands of thread science, the automation science. That took way too long, and I don't want to do it again. It was boring, because I was just sitting there doing nothing for literal hours. And I mean, I'm kind of doing the same thing right now, other than I'm talking, and I'm holding my right mouse button. Because that's required to mine in this game. Now, I do have a small problem. One, I can't actually see... Well, maybe I can. Let me check. Can I can kind of see how long I've been live for. I started a little late, I think. I don't know how late. I can check pretty safely real quick. Okay. So, my actual problem is, I'm hungry, and I'm not gonna eat in my room. But I don't wanna... If I step away to eat, I'm probably ending stream, and I'm not doing that right now. I want to at least have green science, hopefully, before the stream is over. Which is asking for a lot, considering how much copper that's going to take. Which I have copper to research green science, but I gotta research other stuff first, I believe. Which is why I'm sitting here, chipping away at this copper vein. Just, stabbing away at it, the pickaxe. Which I don't know where I got this pickaxe. I don't have it in my inventory. Is it just on the character's backpack sprite? Like attached on the back? That's what I'm guessing. I will look at that in a second. Yeah. It's really pixelated, so it's really hard to see, but it does look like it. Good to know. Also, I think OBS said I've been live for roughly 40 minutes. Magic pickaxe. That is genuinely what I was convinced of. I mean, I have a theory that I am a cyborg. I mean, who do you know who eats raw fish and magically heals like half of all their wounds, and then does it again and heals the rest? Like, instantly. No human I know of can do that. But I also don't think they're fully robot, because I, like, have a mask on right now, but I don't always have a mask, and you can see what looks like it should be a human face, but I'm fully convinced that I'm a cyborg. Also, actually, I want to change my color. I want to be green. Yeah, there I go. Now, once I see the auto-warping hits 1 minute, which I think is when the alert will start blaring automatically anyways, I'm going to start heading back. I'm actually a little worried that 1 minute might not be enough, but I'm gonna save. Yes, the other save names. I'll just name this one Stream, so it's easy to know which one to pick. When I go to load, when the pickaxe breaks, you get a new one at the warpad, because Warptorio lore. Okay. Right, I forgot that Warptorio adds a bunch of lore. I should be reading what the upgrades say in the research tree, because it has lore. Again, I'm fully convinced that the Factorio engineer is a cyborg. It's also the only way that I can explain why they are able to make a nuclear reactor with their bare hands, but they're not allowed to craft engines. They have to have a machine do that. They can't do it. That fully convinces me that this is a cyborg, and the reason they can't craft engines is a quirk of their cyborg code. Sure, they can heal by eating fish, but crafting an engine? Oh no. No way. Not allowed. They'd short circuit. Alright, time to head back. I think I have more than enough time, actually. This isn't that far, but I'd rather be safe than have this thing ditch me. Now, hopefully I don't get really bad luck. Also, I can now... Placing these now might be a bad idea, actually, but too late, I've already started. Start doing research. And if they're all placed on top of the warp pad, they'll warp with me. Which I need to turn on left alt mode so I can see what's inside of things. And it's another world that reminds me of home. Great. Okay, so warping breaks disco science, I guess? That's weird. The lab's not lighting up now. I wonder if this breaks vanilla labs too. I know disco science is just a color retexture for when it lights up. It lights up with the different science colors. But it seems... Oh man, the resources are kind of out of the way. That's really unfortunate. I see someone put something in the chat. I'll look at that in a second. I gotta make some iron. Time for error when you pick up the lab? I hope not. I gotta make all this iron simply so I can make more... Well, I actually do need more drills, don't I? Yeah. I thought that the burner miner drills got destroyed. I forgot it was just stone furnaces that were destroyed earlier. I managed to pick up the burner mining drills. I'll place 3 more for copper. I have gun turret. There's no hope. Face tank the error. I may as well. I don't want any of this stuff getting destroyed though they were expensive. Disco Science detected an unregistered lab. Yep. You can keep playing, but some labs might not animate properly. This message will not appear again during the session. Okay, so I get the lab back. It's just that the animations break whenever I warp. Unless I pick them up and place them. Okay. I am fine with that. It's a little unfortunate, because disco labs look nice. But it's a purely cosmetic change, so it's not like I'm losing anything major. Now, I'm sticking around in case I see biters start showing up. I have to pick this stuff up immediately. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm being a lot more protective of my furnaces. Be like imagine playing Minecraft, but there's a creature that specifically exists to destroy your furnaces. And the moment you walk away, it does so. That's what this is like. It's the only way I can think of how to describe it. And my stomach is grumbling. That's fun. So yeah, RimWorld, depending on what happens, there might only be one more stream of it. Simply because if my 3 colonists go down, I'm just taking that as a loss. I'm not going to accept the event that adds another colonist for free just because everybody is down. If I'm doomed to fail, I'm doomed to fail. I'm just going to accept that. Do I want to? Not really, but I feel like that is better in the spirit of RimWorld. New Minecraft Dweller mob idea for the horror mods. Oh no! Hey, some of the horror mods aren't stupid, though. There's a few in there that are actually pretty good. Most of them are usually heavily reliant on sound effects, but that's usually a big factor in horror anyways. I don't need more copper, I need more iron. I'm always going to need more iron. I don't even know why I went towards the copper. I must be thinking I'm in the late game where I need a bunch of copper for some reason. But no, I need iron. I need so much iron. And while I'm doing this, I should be able to make more red science. Now I need 10 here, and then 20 there, so that's 30. Plus 75 for green science. That's painful. Someone hasn't invested in the latest horror mods for MC. They're all jump scare insta-kills for baiting YouTube views at this point. Huh. That is kind of unfortunate. I feel like horror is better executed when it's like a drawn-out experience, where it fills you with some form of sense of unease for a while. Funnily enough, the game I was streaming before I swapped to RimWorld and this is really good at that kind of horror. But yeah, jump scare stuff is... it's not terrible. It has its place. It's just not what I prefer. I very quickly usually get kind of bored for it, or with it. No, I don't think you can just grab a Reaper Leviathan with a propulsion cannon. I've never tried this, I don't see it ending well, though. I think they're immune to that kind of thing. Hold on. So I need warp platform floor, which will add the warp factory floor, which I believe is the underground thing. And that takes 70, 80. Ah, that's 130 right there. It's more than I have. Not terrible, clearly hasn't played more than 5 hours of FNAF. Back before my channel got reset, I had played very nearly 5 hours of Pizzeria Sim. And I quit because I got stuck in a death loop, and it stopped being fun at that point. If you're stuck doing the same thing for 5 hours straight, pretty much, and you're just stuck doing it on repeat, it stops being a game and starts being a chore. And that wasn't good. That wasn't why I was playing that game. So I almost immediately stopped having fun. Factorio is all about doing a whole bunch of the same stuff to build up to do a bunch of new stuff, and then you repeat that process until you beat the game. I know that. That's what I play this game for. I'm oversimplifying it, yes, because eventually I have to build spaghetti, but it's a constant for me with this game, is I always make spaghetti. Never anything but. The spaghetti is my base, but it's fine. Why was I worried about knowing how long I've been streaming? I can just base it on the playtime. I feel dumb. Ooh. It's like dust got in my eye. It's unpleasant. Getting a bunch of iron ore though, that's good. Do I have enough copper? Yeah. So I'm gonna just start making a bunch of the science packs that I need. Playtime pauses with menu pauses, you think? That would make sense. That'd make a lot of sense. It's fine, it's a rough estimate anyways, which is what I need. It's not like I'm gonna pause for 20-30 minutes and then come back. I've been trying to avoid having to leave my computer whenever I stream for that specific reason. Maybe once I start doing if I start doing 4-hour long streams, then I'll probably have to start taking breaks in the middle. Just to like get up and use the bathroom or something. But right now, that's not a concern. Now, since I have the chat open in my phone, the heart is still in the way, unfortunately, even on my phone. But it also does show me, because I paused the stream on my phone so it's not playing, like right at the start, and it does show me how far behind I am, although it doesn't seem to update all the time, so that's probably just every few minutes it updates to show, is my guess. I am getting accustomed to paying attention in the bottom left corner of my vision, seeing if my phone chat text moves. I'm like, oh, I need to go check that. Also, I started making all 125 red science, or automation science, and I made all the gears for it already, but now I'm stuck making the actual science, and that's gonna take a while. Alright, at 200 iron ore, I'm gonna go start mining more copper again. Because I need all the copper, unfortunately. I actually don't know what I ran out of, copper or iron. I'm assuming iron, though. That seems like a good guess. Because, of course, everything takes an obscene amount of iron in this game. You will never have enough. It should be no surprise that steel also requires iron. I need to upgrade my warp platform so that I can start having stuff underground. And then I need to get the upgrades that let me place down mines that connect automatically. And yeah, it's iron, because I can't make any more iron gears without more. Which, I'm gonna mine one more piece of iron. That way when all of this iron gets smelted, I can just convert literally all of it into science. Walking up to the copper. I want a larger portion of copper to dig out. So that amount on the right side that shows how much there is, it's showing how much is in the tile that I'm mining. And yep, there's a lot here, but it's not actually a lot. It's a lot to try to hand mine. And I would be using drills, but you know, biters. They exist to ruin my day. I'm actually going to go to the outskirts. That way I can wait a bit longer before I have to go back to the warp platform. I'm going to take a risk and try to wait until I have 30 seconds to go back. Which I'll start mining here. It is really unfortunate that this stream has to be just this, pretty much. I mean, once I get some of the other stuff, it won't be that big of a problem. Like, once I get the platform upgrade and the underground area. Because then I can start leaving buildings up, and I don't have to worry about picking things up anymore. I mean, I don't have to worry about picking up everything, I still have to worry about picking up some things. And I will need to very quickly start automating ammunition. Which ammo takes, if I remember right, it's just iron plates directly. Yeah, 4 iron plates for a magazine of, well, for 10 magazines, technically, I think. Or, no, it's 1 magazine, but they have 10 shots each. Which is why gun turrets suck. I mean, the actual reason is they can only carry so many magazines. The machines won't fill them to the max. Which, sucks. I wish I could force them to do that. I gotta move a little bit. But yeah, this is my life. I haven't escaped the need for copper or fish. I need both fish and copper in this game too. It's wonderful. It's great. This doesn't have to be the stream. I could just set up mines regardless of biters and just punch the biters to deal with them. Yeah, I could deal with that. That would just require me to get a lot more fish. I realistically should set up a bunch more miners, though. I mean, right now I'm stuck in automation science crafting hell. I still have 50 more automation science to go. Well, 51, but now it's 50. But no, you're right, I probably should do that. I should probably start making burning mining drills the moment that I can. I can't right now because I'm out of iron plates. Which is just as unfortunate as it sounds. Now, thankfully I have an abundance of stone furnaces that I can make. And this is gonna run out, okay. That's fine. Plenty of other copper I can start mining. There's one tile running out. Won't deplete this batch, that's for sure. I actually want to wait to get all the upgrades that make me stay at places for longer. Simply because until I have really good turrets, I won't be able to defend myself. And I'm going to need to be able to get all that dealt with. Because they will evolve faster than my weapons get upgraded if I stay longer than just 20 minutes. Also, if I get into a world that's like... Well, right now I would actually like a no resource world. It would give me time to just research the stuff I need. But if I get into a world that's like, oh hey, oops, all biters, then I need to leave. Cause I can't deal with that, that's for sure. I don't know if there is a world like that in this. There might be, there might not be. All I know is it would be really bad for me if it was. And if that's the next world. I hope not. There's a few others that would just be really annoying that I would probably leave immediately. There's a, hey, all the resources barely exist world, and I wouldn't want to be there. And sometimes there's a world missing one resource, and if that resource happens to be iron or copper, I just have to leave. Eventually I need stone for stuff too, but that's not an immediate concern. And I gotta pay a little bit more attention now, because as soon as that hits 30, I want to book it back to the platform. So I'm gonna have to focus a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, I had plenty of time. I probably could have waited until 20 seconds. Not 10 though. 10 I would not have made it. Alright. Oh, I wonder if this world ever had a name. Cool, so it, I think, is like a normal world. It has big rocks I can use. Which is good. For me, anyways. And now I can... No, give me the power pole. Why is this not in slot 2 of my hotbar? And I'll just pull everything out that I can. I am a little worried about... Right, I need to actually, you know, have the science in there for it to do anything. I'll make 5 more, because that should be enough to get the lower floor put down. Which, the moment I do that, I can research automation, because I think I still have to research that. Yeah. Which I'll go ahead and make the science for now. Then, after I get that, I can start doing a whole bunch of stuff that'll make my life just easier in general. Although, I don't know how close the nearest biter nest is, and that scares me. I'm thinking after I see that this lab has gone through 5 science, I'm gonna pick it up. And everything else that's over here. Just because, the biters are likely approaching my location already. Which it would be really bad if I lost all of this. Mainly because the power supplies are so expensive. It's technically cheaper on the iron than going the normal vanilla route of getting a steam boiler set up. But still, it's a lot. Okay. Yeah, these things take forever to pick up, too. The power supply stuff. Which is really unfortunate. Okay. So the iron was pretty much done, it looks like. Which, yeah, there is iron up there, it's just hard to see. I want... I'll make 10 more burner drills. Do I need 10? No. Am I gonna use all 10? Yes, but not on coal. I'm only gonna use 4 on the coal. And I technically should just make the gun turret now. I can only make 1. It's kind of upsetting. But I'm needing coal. I could actually go get... Maybe I could find some big rocks with it? There's not a lot, actually. That I'm seeing. That's a stroke of misfortune right there. And the gun turret with the barely visible turret range. It's wonderful. It's a little more visible now, but it's still hard to see. So I could put 4 on the copper and 4 on the iron, or I could put all 8 on the iron and just try to defend it myself. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to defend it myself. Now the downside to this is all of these things need coal for fuel. And it's a lot. It's so much. But this is a lot faster than doing this by hand, so that's what I'm doing now. Now I should actually have enough science made to just finish, well, technically that as well, which that's, wait, this requires automation? Okay then, I actually didn't know that. So the bottom floor requires me to have automation researched. Interesting. Oh, I think I'm watching these trees die. I think I'm watching them lose their leaves from the pollution. I think I just saw this, like, lose a bunch of leaves. It's kind of crazy to think about. I'm going to real quick head down to the coal mines and pick up coal. And I move slower because of the sand and the other stuff being done by alien biomes, so I gotta be a little careful. I can't, you know, wait until 30 seconds before it's time to leave and then pack things up. And if I'm properly defending this, which I can now make another gun turret, which I actually want to make 2. I'll be able to leave this unguarded for a little longer now. Which, for now, I can only put 5 ammo in it, but that's fine. I'll put them on the far left. Well, I will put this one on the other side. I'm not entirely sure where the biters will come from, after all. And that's a thing I have to be worried about. But at least now I'm not just sitting there chipping away at resource batches the whole time. In fact, I feel a lot more comfortable now just having the lab down, because I have stuff that can defend it placed. So I can also resume my research and get the warp platform to be larger. That'll be nice in the future once I actually start placing stuff on there and leaving it there. And I will also then get the underground area, which will be huge. Because then I will be able to just set up automation that I leave behind while I go and set up all the mines. Now I do need to beware because suddenly these things might run out of coal, first of all. And I don't think I'm actually producing enough coal to keep up with these. So I'll make 10 more burner drills. And then I'll start making the electric ones. I'm gonna need to eventually. Hello, Spartanets. Great to see you. I finished my Subnautica run, the Death Run playthrough. I don't know if you saw that or not. Oh, my voice is... Oh, no. Oh, that's really bad. I don't want my voice to just vanish like that again. What the heck? I have no idea how to say that. Or what it means. But I see Sora in there, which just... I'm getting flashbacks to when my cousin convinced me to play Kingdom Hearts. Musora Baladi? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, nothing? Alright. Hey, 40 coal for everything. Okay. Now I need to place some of these in a way that enables... Okay, so far things are simple. Are you meaning what I'm doing? Yeah, I haven't made spaghetti yet. But I do have things that'll happen over time. I have 10 minutes before a platform will leave me behind. And if that platform, this up here, if that leaves me behind, it's game over. So I have to pick everything up and go back to it currently every 20 minutes. That'll change in the future, but I need better turrets and things for that. And here's my current power production, which actually, am I producing... I'm technically not producing enough at night. That's not much of a surprise. Okay. Now I should be making enough coal to keep up with all of that, though. Oh, excuse me. Got a hiccup. Hopefully there aren't more of those. I mean, there usually are for me, and I'm kind of afraid. All of these big rocks just have normal stone in them. I was really hoping that I'd get a bunch of coal, because of the alien biomes rocks usually give you a bunch of that. But doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case, unfortunately. Okay, cool. The electric mining drills mostly look the same. I don't... Wait, warp module? What in the world is a warp module? I'll worry about that later. So, electric mining drill burner recycle recipe. So I use a burner drill instead of what? Do I just reduce the amount of... Yeah, it just reduces the amount of iron plates it takes to make, and it makes it where I don't use the, any more gears. That's pretty convenient. Do burner drills take gears? Yeah, they do. They actually take less gears. So I am saving iron doing it that way, it looks like. I'm not saving stone, however. This is gonna take so long. It's fine, though. I'm considering myself very lucky. I haven't seen any biters so far. But you know what they say, knock on wood and all of that. Now that I've opened my big mouth, it's only a matter of time before they show up. Okay, they can make a bunch of red science, but I'd much rather have things doing that for me automatically. Now, if these modded solar panels run at half production for electricity, that's going to be a little problematic for me. Simply because I need them to function at full capacity for them to be worth my time. I mean, they're not even really worth my time, to be honest. They're just good temporary power supplies. I'll probably use normal solar panels in the end. Although there are upgrades to solar panels. I gotta find solar panels. Where are they? I know they're after green science. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, advanced solar energy, but these things require... Like, if I go further than that, they require heated water, which I have to make. And then it has, like, a byproduct that I have to distill. It's, you know... it would be a lot of fun, that's what it would be. Now, I think that no, the game is just frozen when I'm in the research tree. Okay. I actually didn't know that. I was unsure. Alright. So I need to go add all this coal to the iron drill, the iron sight. And I'm getting awful close to needing to pick stuff up. In fact, at the 5-minute mark, I'm going to pick up the lab and the power supply stuff, just because that takes the longest. And I'm going to go pick up all the coal mine stuff. I'm leaving the guns for the time being. They will take the longest to pick up, but I need those up and running. The rusty wind turbine might actually take, like, just as long, it seems. There's the biters at the 5-minute mark. Down here by the coal. Yep. They're here to destroy my buildings. Joke's on them, though. I'm getting ready to leave. Did take them a while to finally show up. Oh, it's probably because of all the trees, actually. I think there's a bunch more trees in alien biomes, which makes things a bit easier. I want all of this, and I should pick up more stone, actually, while I'm here. Just so that if I end up needing it for more stone furnaces, I just simply have it. I don't know if I'll need more stone furnaces for a while, but better to have preparation than no preparation. Because I really don't want to suddenly be stranded without stone when I need it. Okay, more than 250, that's more than enough. For a while, anyways. Over 1,000 iron is unfortunately nowhere near enough iron. In fact, after I see that the timer hit 3 minutes, I'm going to head to the warp platform and auto-warp to the next area. I'm saying 3... Oh, well, it's a little... Okay. So I started tearing down at 2 minutes 50 seconds. Remaining, anyways. And it took roughly 20 seconds just to tear down. And then I probably need... Okay, so yeah. If I only have the 8 things set up, I'll need like a minute or so to tear down and bring it back to the warp platform. But if I have more stuff set up elsewhere, it's going to be even longer. Good to keep that in mind. No, I'm not going to put the lab on the platform. I don't want to risk it getting destroyed right now. Oh, there's water all around, and seems to go on forever. The nearby fish that greet you fills you with determination. Okay, so this is a safe planet. There's, there are no biters, but there are no resources to mine either. And I'm going to just make more labs. Because why not? Actually, I probably shouldn't make as many as possible. I'll just make one more. And the rest will go to... Let me check my research tree for wind power real quick. Okay, the rest will go to the small twin solar panels then. Which this does mean I can safely melt down all my other ores. Which is mostly copper, actually, because I've been just melting down all of the iron on site. Now I can... Actually, I should add these in a specific way. Okay, good. That way I can just attach this power pole like so. Take half of the automation science, put that in there. Pick up all these furnaces. They're not going to be doing anything after all. And how much copper is in here? Oh, quite a bit. Okay. I'll do that. Smelt it in as many furnaces as possible to make it happen faster. And now I'll make the other labs. So, yeah. Right, flow control adds specific types of pipes that I can use, which will actually be helpful if I go the solar panel route for power. Given the fact that it adds a new fluid type that I have to make for it specifically. Which is a little annoying, but it's manageable. And the fact that it's manageable means that it's something I could do. And I can technically make 39 more science packs, which I don't want to make more science by hand, but I'm going to. And yeah, now I get to wait for a little bit. This, unfortunately, once it's nighttime, like, doesn't produce enough electricity for these things. Because it's only the wind turbine now, so they're both running super slow because of low power. But the moment that it's daytime, I should be producing enough power for both of these labs. Hopefully I'll be producing enough for all four. Because they're gonna need it. Okay. Split up the science as evenly as possible. Now they're all down to low power. Hooray! It's fine. I think it's starting to get brighter out, I can hope. Also, while I'm here, I may as well start grabbing fish. It's a fish world, after all. I'm technically on a really big island. I can just walk away and leave that, because, I mean, there might be warp loot on said island. I only got, what, 15 minutes left to explore. Weird generation over to the right over there. I have to be zoomed all the way out so I can hover over the chest if I see it. Although my minimap will pick it up first, I just need to see what's inside of it. Because if it's nothing good, I can just ignore it and go do my own thing. And by my own thing, I mean hunt for other warp chests. There's also a good chance that I don't have any on the island. It happens. I don't want that to be what happens, but it can happen. Or it'll be out here on one of the other islands. Which also could happen. I'm not able to do anything about it if that happens, though. For now, I'm just going to look around. I can hope that I find a warp loot chest. Almost done handcrafting some of my science. That's good. The less that I handcraft automation science, the better, technically, because I don't want to sit here for that long handcrafting this stuff. It's painful to have to do. Also, once I get back, I will have to check to see if the current power production is enough for the labs during the daytime. If it is, then that's great. But then the immediate next question is, what about when it's at half efficiency? If it's still enough even at half, then that's really good, because that means the moment I get the underground stuff researched, I can have science, all of those labs running all at the same time. Granted, I'm also going to want to start setting up automation, and that's going to take a chunk out of my power supply as well. Also, yeah, I don't think there's any warp loot chests on the main island, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. I'll just keep exploring to make sure it's not on the map. Which, yep, not on the main island, okay. A little unfortunate, but that, again, is fine. And the platform is about to extend. And I got more science to put into these labs. Alright, so now I literally just sit and wait until these are done. Or until I need to pick everything up. Hooray! Or platform upgrade, now to get automation really fast. And do I already have... I do have inserters already. Interesting. And my research will be finished in 7 seconds. Well, less than that. That also tells me how long it'll take for the next one. Which, yeah, I'll finish it in time. Nice. Now I need to pick... Well, I mean, this should probably... I did not mean to click that twice. That followed by military, so I can get an SMG instead of a pistol. So I can better defend myself against biters. It's also required for, I believe, the armor-piercing rounds, which I need for my turrets. Otherwise the biters will destroy all my stuff. Hey, the researched finish time is gradually increasing. Oh, because it's turning night. Yeah, that'll be a problem. That's definitely gonna make it take too long. Okay. Well, this technically all fits on that platform now. So what I'm going to do is move it. I'm gonna pick all of it up, but that's fine. It's pretty easy to do that. Now I need to make sure that the small electrical pole can pick up everything in this range. So that way, as I put the labs down, which this one's probably out of range, it's an easy fix. There. Okay. No, don't put all of them in there. I want to spread these out. There I go. Now again, it's going to take way too long to finish that on this planet. I'm gonna warp again before that happens. But that much is fine. Just, you know, gonna take some time. I'll drink some water while I wait. One of the things that I think would be really neat to have happen is have the labs create actual light when they're active, because they're lighting up, but I know that's one of the more complicated things in Factorio, is lighting, unfortunately. But at least I got a safe world pretty early. These things are actually kind of rare in my experience. Also, yes, polluted water turns green in this game. It's normally blue, but as you pollute it, it turns green. It normally, however, happens over such a large period of time that you don't notice it. And now these things are getting faster. Hooray. They still won't be done before the auto warp, it looks like. I mean, actually, maybe. Maybe it will. The moment that's done, I can move all of this downstairs. Which will be a huge deal. Which, yeah, it looks like it will be done before we warp. That's awesome. It's actually huge. Now, hopefully this thing will continue to just output consistently, the wind turbine. The solar panels might output consistently. They might only output half the light. I don't know. I genuinely can't tell you if that's how that'll work out. But, we'll find out when we get there. No one's chatted in a while, your battery is low? Oh, that's unfortunate. If you need to, like, go and charge your device, please do so. If it's, like, important that you have it charged. Right now, I'm stuck waiting. Eventually I'll have a lot more labs than this, and the waiting won't be so painful. I'll probably have, like, 10 or 20 labs, which will make things a lot better. And I'll eventually research speed, which will make things faster as well. But those are things for the future. Not for right now. I'm also actually getting very hungry. To the point where, after this is done, I think I'm gonna end the stream to step away and eat something. Which, I mean, it's 5 minutes of just sitting here and waiting. Evolution. There's no biters on the island. Oh, there's probably biters off of the island. I didn't consider that. That's a very bright red. Alright, I meant to check. So, it looks like even at half power, even at full power, I'm not producing enough. What am I thinking? Okay. That is a problem. Evolution. Its speed is about... But the speed is about this fast even later on? Oh no. Evolution happens over time. There aren't... I'm assuming you're saying there are no biters? Yeah, there are no biters. Man... I just want to exist in a world where this doesn't have to be so slow. I mean, I'm sure that normal research is going to start feeling fast in comparison. But also, a big part of why it's so slow is that I'm not producing enough electricity, which is something I want to fix, but I don't. I foolishly turned all of my copper into labs. That was a foolish decision on my part. I need more copper. Now I could make more burner mining drills. Should probably be a good idea. Oh yeah, we're warping before this finishes. It's fine. Just look at that. The amount of the electricity these labs have is plummeting. Well, it's okay. It'll get done, and then I'll be able to move on with my life. I think I actually have enough to get the warp mining upgrade too. Which, right, I haven't been reading these and I should. So no lore for the warp platform upgrade. Or the warp factory floor. Warp mining production 1. Warp technology allows us to almost duplicate resources as we collect them. Okay, good, good. I don't think I've missed anything warp lore related. Warp lore. What if I'm becoming a warper slowly? I am teleporting from one place to another. It is a much larger distance though, so maybe not. Warpers only seem to warp me short distances. Although this character is clearly not the same character from Subnautica. After all, they're building everything by hand. It's pretty insane. Well, other than engines, I'm not allowed to build engines or use liquids. Factorio Isekai Edition. That's great. That's awesome. That's perfect. I love that. That's hilarious. It fits so well with this playthrough. Oh man, that's great. Oh hey, the time is reducing by large chunks because the sun is coming back. Unfortunately, I'm still gonna warp before it's done. Just because of how things are. I love that it's reducing by like 4 or 5 seconds. Actually, are you a cyborg or an isekai protag? I have no idea. I'm still convinced I'm a cyborg, honestly. I thought you had enough of Subnautica. I can still reference it, I've just had enough of playing it for the time being. I don't want to go back to it right now. Eventually I will, but right now I have to not play it or I'll get burnt out and not want to play it for literal years. Which is kind of what happened with my vanilla playthrough. That's why after I was done with Death Run, I was like, I can't start another run of this or I'm gonna get burnt out and that won't be fun for anybody. You can be both a cyborg and an isekai protagonist. I don't know if that's a good idea. That sounds complicated and crazy. Which I don't normally mind, but within the Factorio lore, it probably makes more sense that I'm a cyborg. I know that Warptorio is not Factorio lore, but still. Alright, I'm going to a new planet. Where am I ending up? Usual critters and riches around you, but something is missing. I see stone and iron. I don't see copper, unless that's copper up there. It is. Okay, so it's... Is it oil? Is oil missing? I know there's oil in this game. I'm fine if that's what's missing. Oh, right. Right, the light breaks because of disco science. Technically in Factorio, you crash landed on Navis. You came from another world. So, yeah. Yeah, it is, huh? It's just the sci-fi version of Isekai. Got it. Okay, now I can do the thing that I need to do immediately. Okay. Pick up all of this stuff and go downstairs. Ah, yes. Downstairs. The perfect place to build some labs. Now, the real question is, are these... Yeah, they're working at half efficiency. Which means these are all going to be even slower than they already were. Which sucks. But it's... They'll always be active. And that's the part I care about the most. Now then, assuming that it is other stuff missing, that it's oil, I can stay here for a little... Wait, is it coal? It's coal, it's not oil. It has to be coal, because I should have seen coal by now, it's really common. I'll do a quick circle to see if I can find any. But if I can't, I'm just going to click this warp button and leave. Because I do have a bunch of coal, yes, but I can't... There's already biters. I see a biter already. In fact, on my mini-map, there's a nest. Something is missing can delete more than just one resource? Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna warp, because this seems bad anyways, because those biters are gonna just harass me the whole time. Like, I'm pretty sure they're in the pollution cloud already. Yeah. And I wasn't even here for, like, what, 3 minutes? Yeah. It's fine, though. Are these still active? Yeah, they're just really slow. They should still be producing. Yeah, they are. The world reminds me of home. Okay, this is manageable then. If... Wait, where's... Okay, so the coal is just hidden from me. I gotta go find it. Got it. That's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with having to track down the coal. It'll be okay. But first I need to get the copper set up so it starts getting made into plates. Ah, there's the coal. Okay, it wasn't that far. It's almost always an auto-skip world, since it doesn't give you more of the resources that are there. Ah, okay. Yeah, that is a pretty big hindrance. Characters in the way, the game tells me, assuming that I don't realize it. Okay. Both ends of that have started. I need to put down the turret, otherwise this will all get destroyed, and I don't want that. Now I need to make myself some more ammo for personal use, and I should make armor. I don't know why I haven't made armor yet. It's not a smart play on my part. Now then, I actually can place down this iron chest now, because it's safe. And I can start to put stuff away, like all the electric mining drills that I won't be using for a while. I do think that it's going to be more power efficient, technically, to just use boilers. I've been trying to avoid them, because, like, it's one more thing I would have to defend. And I really didn't want to do that to myself. But it's kind of starting to look like I don't have much choice. Anyways, assembling machine 1. Now I'm gonna need a few of these, because I want... for now I'll just make 5. And then I want... I'll make 10 more... 12 more burner mining drills. And then 12 more furnaces. Yay! Warp mining production 1 has been completed. This makes my drills mine faster, I believe. Which is, technically a really big deal. Now I need to research something outside of... steel processing. Yes, please. And then I want steel axe and heavy armor. And then electronics, because that's gonna unlock a bunch of the other stuff I need. Which, that isn't a full tech tree queue, but it's enough. So the reason I made 12 more burner miner stuff and the stone furnaces is so that I can put down 2 more for the copper and then have 10 on the iron as well. So I can have 10 of each. Oh, hello. Well, you gotta get moved, bud. Okay, well that's a damaged turret that I just have to repair. Gonna move this one closer so that it will hopefully not also suffer the same fate. Hopefully that's enough to defend them. Wait, are those? No, those aren't medium biters. There would have been a pop-up because of the Milestones mod. Although, have they attacked the coal? No, they have not. I'm gonna go find out where they're coming from real quick. Maybe. Yep, I see them. Okay. So it's actually like it looks like it might be a 50-50 depending on when they choose to attack. So I think I'm gonna just pick up all of the coal stuff. Considering one gun turret is struggling, so I would assume that if I left this it would just get destroyed. I really should have left Rampant Arsenal installed so I could have better turrets, but it's way too late for that now. Okay. Now, I do need to resupply everything, I think, with coal. And I can actually add the other two things that were supposed to be up here. And I think I could get away with adding the iron if I keep it up here. Which, of course I'm going to try to. Why wouldn't I? Okay, and I have to move this one down by one if I want it to be matched completely. Which I do, so I'm going to. And I'm always going to need more iron and copper anyways. Rip shotgun turrets? Yeah, they would have been awesome to have. But, nope, I don't have rampant arsenal. Which is just gonna, in general, make this harder, because I would have had more damage upgrades with rampant arsenal in the research tree, but, you know, it's fine, I'll live. I'll just go the route of abundant flamethrower turrets mixed in with gun turrets and laser turrets and all that stuff in the end. That's what I'll have to do. Now, okay, I'm a little concerned. They haven't done an attack in a little while now. I do kind of want a radar, but I would need it to be, like, on the surface, and it'd be yet another thing that needs defended. So I'm just not gonna bother with that. I'm going to, real quick, in here, and put down nothing, because I need more wood for more power poles. Which I'll make a bunch of these. And I need to route these around the whole place. Now I will put down 2 assemblers. One will be for... Actually, I can move this one, I think, to here. This one will be for gears, and then this one will be for automation science. Now I can grab one of these iron chests, put it here. I'll actually grab both. They're both going to be used for different things, but it's fine. So this one will be used for copper, and this one will be used for the iron. Although I might want some of this back. Yeah, because I want to make some transport belts. And then I want these, which takes copper. 2, 3, 4 of them. Should be enough. Now the main downside to this is I'm not producing anywhere near enough power. Nor do I actually have a way of getting power down there. And these haven't fired again. Okay. Well, I just increased my iron by about 200, I think. Well, the copper's anything to go by. It's actually closer to 400. I was very wrong about the amounts inside of these machines. It's fine. But yeah, now I'm not producing enough power, and the stairs, I think, yeah, they can't carry, they don't hold power, but they can transfer it between floors, which is good knowledge to have. Also, I want these on the far right side. I'm not gonna need him to go this far, I don't think. But I need to pick up these labs now. Because now I can put them over here. Which... I stand corrected, I did need it to go that far over. Wow. Unless I can do some... Nope. I simply can't. That's crazy. Okay. That's a lot of lab shenanigans. It's fine, though. And now I need to do this. And then I need 5 more inserters, 1 for each lab. Although for now I'm only going to activate 1 of them. Seeing as, I'm definitely not producing enough power. Also, yeah, now all of the... I don't want to refuel these, I'm gonna need to... No, no, no! It's destroying that, okay. Well, that sucked. If they're attacking from the north now, too, it was about the same amount that only 1 turret wasn't able to defend, I think, so I'm just gonna pick everything up and prepare to head out. I mean, I'm gonna work on stuff in the lower floor. And probably put down furnaces to smelt any ore that I have on my person now. Which isn't a lot. I also need to repair the one that I picked up. Which, I can just use 1 furnace for all of that, technically speaking. I guess for now, this bottom lab is gonna be the one that gets used. Like, I don't produce enough electricity to plug in another one, I don't think. What platform stairs? Did chat just die? I don't think it did. I still see it. Is it? It's still there on my OBS. Unless there was like a lag spike where it wasn't letting you put stuff on there for whatever reason. It does do that sometimes. Even when I go into the settings and tell it, hey, don't do that. You mean as everyone went silent? Oh yeah, I think everyone went quiet, which is fine. I mean, I had technically said I was gonna stop streaming so I could go eat, but I've decided not to. So, you know, there's that. Where's my other... Okay. Experiment time. Can I plug in a second lab? And still have electricity left over? Nope, I cannot. Good to know. No, stop doing that. I just said I can't do that. So I need more electricity production. And technically these are really bad down here now because they produce at half. So... Ah, it takes so much iron for the rusty wind turbines, though. I completed military. How much is it for? It's 50. Ah, jeez. I should make that much, realistically speaking. It's just gonna take a while, because the platform stairs keep, for some reason, intaking a bunch of the electricity and then producing it? I don't understand how it's producing. Is it like expelling energy up here, and then that's my only guess. Stop that. I don't want you to be doing that. Okay, so this is a more accurate depiction of my power production. And every now and then, what needs power shifts. So yeah, it does look like I should just make the rusty turbines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, like 3 of them. Yeah, I'll make 3 of them for the time being. It is admittedly a bit painful, but it's happening with time. And after I get this set up, that should be able to be ran. Just gotta maneuver some stuff around. Like so. And I will actually make probably a few more of these. Let me check the power supply now. Yeah, that's much better. Technically, the flat solar panels, if I could safely build them on the surface, would be better. But they produce at half, so they're actually less than the rusty wind turbines. Which is unfortunate, because these things are not that great. But hey, it's how I'm making progress. Oh, and I'm warping. Okay. I will place these down here. Just because may as well have them, if I can. And I'm not producing science fast enough. Of course I'm not. That's fine. That is honestly within my expectations. And I don't think it's a matter of power either, no. Oh hey, it's a volcanic world. I move super slow on this, I think. I'm thinking maybe I should just warp out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take a full minute, but I don't want to be on a planet where I move incredibly slow. Also, I'm gonna do this so that the science gets grabbed by those labs first and foremost. Oh. Oh, well, that's just sad. You're not able to... Okay. Then I'll move things around a little bit so that you can. Sure, I might only have one lab. Oh, I gotta remember not to exit by going straight up. So I walk off the platform whenever I do that. That feels like something is missing. Well, that's fine, because I have everything I want right now, right here. Although I have to make another burner mining drill. Last one got ruined. Okay. Now, everything is kind of close together, actually, so I can kind of use that to my advantage, to be honest. I can't make a clean way of doing this completely, but it's a lot better than some of the other stuff I've been stuck with. Which I need to kickstart this. I've completed steel research, that's good. Put 10 magazines in each. And instead of mining for more copper, I'm actually going to make another set of coal drills. Just because I need coal that badly right now. I will always need more iron, though. In fact, I feel comfortable leaving this alone for a little bit. I might need to place another turret when I come back, but that's fine. For now, I want to put the rest of my iron in here, the rest of my copper in here, and I'm going to just shove all of the stone that I have into storage. Okay. Oh hey, 3 labs are active now. Not sure why that wasn't happening earlier. Weird. I'm not going to complain, though. If the labs are running faster, the labs are running faster. You can't believe it's already March. Yeah, it is crazy. Time has flown by. I was in Death Run since January. That's what I can't believe. Oh, it was brutal. But yeah, the time sure is flying. It's crazy. I probably don't need to put this in the middle, but it covers everything, so why not? All my grounds are covered. And I have a bunch more iron now. I could probably actually make... no, I can't make more gun turrets because they require copper, it turns out. Burner mining drills do not. They do, however, take furnaces, which I don't want to use up at the moment. Although I do need 10 more, so yeah, I'm just going to do that. I don't see any big rocks, but there is some stone on the ground. And if I remember right, I think it's 5 stone per stone furnace. It might be 10, though. It is 5. Hooray. Okay. Back to the manual mining. I got away from it for a little while. But I should need 50 of this, which won't be that long. The phrases revolving time flying by bother me. Time is consistent. I mean, that may be true to some extent, but like proof has been found that says, hey, gravity messes with time, so technically time is not consistent, and how each individual perceives time is not consistent either. But that, to me personally, starts you down a really depressing rabbit hole that I'd rather not get into, so I'm going to abandon that topic. And instead focus on the fact that I need 3, 2, 1, no more stone to make 10 more stone furnaces. Point taken, never talk about time. I mean, it's just, yeah, probably a good idea not to. I mean, not on perspectives of it, I guess. I don't know the right words to say. Ugh. It literally ruined PvZ2. Yeah. Yeah, it really did. Let's see. What else do I need to research? Okay, I don't need the warp platform stairs energy upgrade, but I want it. So I'm going to get it. Logistics, wall, optics. Bunch of the quality of life things that I can research. Oh, all the coal drills were full. Whoops, I just picked up ammo. You know, there is a chance that all of my labs start working instead of just those 3, which is a little concerning to me. Also, I need to fully load up all of these. Oh, and these. And if it weren't for the fact that they would be defenseless, I'd set up copper mines. Which, actually, I can... Yeah, there haven't been any biters. Famous last words. But I do need copper to make more gun turrets, so I do actually... I could grab the copper from inside, but I don't want to do that. I picked up all the coal from this thing, okay. Biters aren't real, they can't hurt you? Exactly. The gun turrets are only there to defend against the creations of my imagination. Nothing else. Why would you think they'd be there for anything else? There's no other reason for them to be here. Alright. I can't wait to eventually need stone for, some of the science stuff. The late game sciences that take the electric furnaces, I think, to make. I need to quickly put the ammo in all of this, though. In a RimWorld run, a raccoon self-tamed, and a colonist named them Pest? Huh, that's kind of funny. What is a family-friendly movie you would recommend? It is... Oh, that's kind of a hard choice for me, actually. if you're wanting, like, it depends on what you want. The first thing that came to mind when I read that, though, is Klaus. It's a Christmas movie. I personally really like it. It's really good, in my opinion. It's become one of the movies that I, like, watch around Christmas time pretty much every year. Which is not something that's easy to get me to do, to be honest. I don't usually rewatch movies unless I, like, adore them pretty much. Or grew up with them and just want to relive nostalgia, so, like, they did pretty good. It's spelled a little weird. I'll put it in the chat. After I pop open the chat, I gotta, like, here it is. There, that's my family-friendly recommendation. It's a pretty nice movie. I really like it. I don't want to say too much because it would spoil stuff. And there is some stuff that you wouldn't want spoiled your first time going to see the movie. Oh, this thing is just out of iron to collect. Okay. I wasn't expecting that to happen anytime soon. I guess it was on the edge of the batch. Okay. Whoops. I need to keep that live chat open. So I'm about to run into a brand new problem, which is I have way too much coal. It won't remain a problem, but the fact of the matter is it is a current problem. In fact, I have to make... I'm gonna make a bunch of iron chests so I can start putting the stuff away. Let's see here. I can put all of these here and just... That's one iron chest full of coal. I heard the power supply stuff going off in there, and I thought that my turrets were being fired for some reason. RimWorld and Factorio have a thing in common. They both have the lack of steel crisis. Ah, yeah. I need steel. Which is unfortunate. It's gonna be a while before I can just up and get steel. Probably shouldn't have put away all of my coal, but you know, it'll be fine. We're about to finish the heavy armor research. That'll be nice. Let's see here. Textplates, why not? I could use textplates. Spell out words underground. Although I think those are steel textplates, so they're not going to be very visible. That's fine. I'll unlock more as time goes on. Kinda weird that I haven't seen any biters yet. I guess they're just wanting to leave me alone. I mean, I shouldn't complain too much. It's kinda nice. Now... one of the things I'm gonna have to start researching here soon... I do just need green science directly. Let's see, 30, 30, 30, 20, 10, 10, 10... So after that's done, I can just research green science, add it to the queue, which will be helpful in the long run, I think. Got a bunch of iron, a bunch of copper. It's not enough of either, though. The unfortunate truth of the world I live in. I will never have enough of either. We established that buyers aren't real. Yeah, I'm beginning to actually believe that. Because, like, they should have been here by now. Look at this pollution. I open the map and it's just completely red. I can barely see the water underneath all of it. Oh, that's great. I mean, not actually. It's actually terrible, but still. One of the things that I'm looking forward to is... they're somewhere in the research tree. Treenades. I can turn... okay, well, I would need assembling machine 2s for it. But I can turn 15 wood, 1 iron plate, and 50 water into Treenades and spawn a cluster of trees. Now, I don't know how large of a radius this is, so I don't know if it's renewable trees or not. I hope it is, but I get the feeling it's not. Also, I don't see it, like, stopping the, pollution from the platform. I think the platform pollution is too strong for Treenades to make a difference. Those are mostly there for when I decide, hey, I'm going to try to stay here long enough to just disable, or I'm either going to extend the timer or disable warping. Which, disabling warping is a long ways away. That's not going to happen for a while. Which, right, I want to add green science. And then after that... I don't know what I'm going to add after that. Maybe warp platform logistics? Or the teleporter gate. The teleporter gate would be huge, actually. If I can get that, that'll be next after green science. In fact, I almost want to make it my next thing, to be honest. Because with that, I could go search for warp loot in a much more safe method. Although I should probably... damn, there's a lot of iron on me. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this stuff off. And then I will probably start disassembling the mining drills. Let me just put all of my iron into the chest and all of the copper. I think I'll wait then. If those chests aren't full, then I need more. Which, I mean, sure, I just gained 115 iron plates, but it's not enough. It's just not. Also, these things are... no, they are melting down the ores fast enough. Good. I know eventually if I keep upgrading the mining production, that the furnaces just can't keep up anymore. And that becomes a problem. If I'm getting everything the way I currently am. There's a handful of upgrades that I can get that'll make it where I can just start mining from a distance and warp stuff around. Which will be a huge help when I get it. But I'm not there yet. Unfortunately. Oh no, 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 no. I'm gonna lose stuff, I think. Thankfully, I'm not too far. Okay, 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 I've made it. I've got all my stuff, and I'm getting it. Hey, there is a biter! It showed up as the alarm started blaring. That's hilarious. Uh-oh, yeah, I managed to grab everything, but that was way too close. I should have been paying way more attention. That scared the crap out of me. I thought I was about to lose all of that stuff. I can probably put the mine back down. You land with a loud metal clang. Sparkle in the ground fills you with determination? What do you mean with... Wait, are those super iron batches? Copper 18... Oh my lord. How much iron is actually here? So I haven't really been paying attention to this because I have to warp. But yeah, sometimes the world will spawn you with... There's 1 million iron here? There normally isn't that much that close to where you would spawn. But I'm gonna end the stream because my phone, which I'm using to view chat, is at 10%. It's dying. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you everybody for stopping by and watching. I hope you liked the experience, even though most of this for a while is just gonna be me being background noise for people. Because there's a lot of sit here and just mine things for a while. Or, as you saw right at the end there, oh no, I wasn't paying attention to the clock. But anyways, I will see all of you on the next stream, hopefully. See ya.